Proper name of that is multi-level feedback queue. Ghost, multi-level feedback queue. And there different type of round robins are there. Is it correct? Yes. Now we shall talk about the method of, we shall talk about this later on now. Is it correct? We shall talk about it later on. Or you send me a mail and I will reply about it. Is it correct? Yes. QUA and TUM quantum. It is time quantum. How much time is to be given at that place? Okay. Now, at present, we are seeing deadlock. And there are multiple methods to handle the deadlock. And today we shall talk about the weakest method, which is called preventing the deadlock. And in some other class, we shall talk about hardest method. Requires lot of computation time, but most efficient method to prevent the deadlock, to remove the deadlock. That is deadlock avoidance. Let us see what is deadlock first. Suppose there is a job A. Job A needs run of 10. Afterwards, it needs a resource P. For example, you see, when a program is under execution, it may need a printer in between. It may need some file in between. So it needs some resource P. P is a general resource. It needs it. And afterwards, it need to run for 7 unit time. This is what job A does. Now, let us see what job B does. Job B initially runs for 5 unit time. Then it needs 2. Then it runs for further 8 unit time. Then it needs P. Then it runs for 4 unit time. Okay. Basically, P is a resource. P, Q, R are resources. For example, printer is a resource. File is a resource. Okay. There may be some other resources also. For example, mouse is a resource. These are the resources. Technically speaking, CPU is also a resource, which is called processor. But that is treated in a separate manner. Is it correct? And when a job has got all resources except CPU, it is called in a ready state. No, for the time being. For the time being, I am not using R, I am only using Q and P. Is it correct? At present, job A needs P and job B needs Q and then it needs P. Fine. Assuming multiple processors, assuming that the computing units are two or multiple computing units are there, then what will happen? Job A will run for 10 units time. Then it will run from 0 to 10, it will execute. Then from 10 to 17, it will execute using P. What will happen to job B? It will execute from time 0 to 5, and then it will execute from 5 to 13 using Q. Then from 13 to 17, it cannot execute. So what should I write here? I can say it will be in a stop. But the stop is a reserved word which is used in operating system lab. And it means something other than this. Now, I can use wait. Wait is also a reserved word which is used in operating system. No, block means something other than this. Is it correct? Block means a job is not able to execute because of its internal reasons. Rest, yes. You see, rest was basically meaning a blocked. Block state means that everything is available. A job is not executing because of internal reasons, not because of external reasons. Job itself doesn't want to execute. Job itself wants a rest. That is called a blocked state. But it is not here, it is not a blocked state. Job wants to execute, but it is not getting resource P. So I am using the name wait, theory operating system wait, and the lab operating system wait are two different things. Let us not get confused with them. It will wait, and it is indeed waiting for resource P to be free. At time t equal to 17, job A is over, P is free. Now the job B will get P, and it will be executing from 17 to 21 time by using P and Q both. Okay, I am explaining Nilanjan. I am explaining. That is correct. 10 to 17 P means it uses resource P for 7 minutes. Why both? Because at time t equal to 5, job B needs Q, and at time t equal to 13, it needs P, and Q is also required for it. Q is also required. When a job has become over, it will release all the resources which are given to it. No, wait doesn't mean ready state. Wait does not mean ready state. Ready state means when a job has got all resources except processor. And the ready state comes when there is a single processor is available. I cannot
Hello, sir.
understand what are you writing, Sekhar.
Hello, sir.
Ah.
What
Okay,
about run?
just wait. I am repeating the whole lecture again from the very beginning. Is it correct? Yes. Who is you? Who is asking question?
Sir Kashif.
Kasif, bata. What is the question?
Run eight, what about run 8?
Run 8 basically means I am explaining everything from the very beginning. Is it correct?
Okay,
That
sir.
is correct. When a job is resource is allotted, the resource will become free when the job has become over. That is correct. After for that case we shall write down release. Is it correct? Yes. Let me start teaching everything from the very beginning. For the programs to run, resources are required. The most important resource is CPU. But there are other resources. Other resources are, second most important resource is memory. When we call memory, it means main memory, which we were discussing in the context of static partitioning, best fit only, best fit available. Third most important resource is disk, where the files are stored. And there are other resources also. For example, printer is one such resource. There may be some other resources which may be required. Is it correct? Disk driver, maybe some other resource, external disk driver. Let us assume that the resources are P, Q, R. In the today's lecture, we are assuming that there are multiple CPUs. So a job will never be in non-executing state because of CPU. So question of ready, etc. does not come. A job which called in a ready state, if it does not have CPU, but it has all other resources and it wants to run also. A job is called in a blocked state if even when CPU and all resources are given to it, job will not execute. Why? Because there are internal reasons for job not to execute. That comes under the rest. But technical name for this is not rest. Technical name for that is IO burst, which I have not taught it. But today all these things are unimportant. Today we are assuming that there is nothing like a rest state and there is nothing like a ready state. Region, multiple CPUs are there. So why a job will is ready but will not be able to run it? Fine. Job A wants CPU for 10 unit time. And once it has executed for 10 unit time, it needs a printer. And with using printer, it will be running for 7 unit time. And assuming that after 7 unit, it will release P and it will further run for 3 unit time. These are the requirements of the job A. What job B needs? It will execute for 5 units time. Afterwards, it will need a resource Q. Afterwards, it will execute for 8 unit time. Afterwards, it will need a resource P. And afterwards, it will need execute for 4 unit time with resources P and Q both. And afterwards, job B will become over. Hence, all the resources given to B will be free. Now, what will happen? Job A will execute from 0 to 10. And from 10 to 17, it will be executing with using P. And from 17 to 20, it will be executing without P. Is this all right to you? What will job B will do? Job B will execute from 0 to 5, then 5 to Q using 5 to 13 using Q. Then from 13 to 17, it will be in a wait state and it will be waiting for P. Those students who are in operating system lab, do not confuse the wait word there and this. Both are totally different. Lab wait is different and theory wait is different. I could have used some other name for this also in place of wait. But in operating system theory with book, it is under the name of wait only. And they say cause of the deadlock is circular wait. I think we can talk, Aviraj, we can talk it after the lab class. Is it correct? Let us not disturb the other classes because of this. Okay. We shall talk to this after the lab class. Okay, yes. Yes. Pranav, you are correct. Yes. And wait, P is just like another state. And we have already seen block, ready, run states. It is just like another state. Though in the books, it is not under the name of states. Is it correct? Yes. Fine. Any doubt about it? Any doubt about it? Batao. Any doubt?
Sir, you have not released queue for job B.
What are you saying?
You have not released resource queue for job B. So
You see,
what
job
will be
B,
right?
when the work is over at time t equal to 21, job B become over. So, release of P and Q both will take place for job B. You see, job A is releasing P at time t equal to 17. But 17 to 20, job A is executing without resource P. Resource P has become free. That is why job Q is able to use it. You see, releasing of the resource will automatically take place when a job is over. Because at time t equal to 13, job B needs P. P is not free. That is why it has to wait. Shivendra Srivastava. Or yes, fully correct. Job over means resource released automatically. Is it correct? Yes. Is this correct? What is the problem? What else is your doubt?
Sir,
No.
comments.
PQ means during 17 to 21, job B is executing using resources P and Q both. Dipankar. That is just correct. Afterwards, P and Q are both released because job B has been over. Is it correct? When a job becomes over, resources are released automatically. So P and Q are both released. That is the work of an operating system. Job will demand the resource and the operating system will allocate the resource, and operating system knows that the resource has been allotted to another job. So it will ask B to wait. Because at time t equal to 13, job B will ask for P. Operating system will say that P is not free. Wait. And at time t equal to 17, P will be given to it, so wait is removed. For the time being, assuming not needed. For the time being, we are taking that the time for allocation is 0. Is it correct? And we shall assume it throughout our course. Of course, in some other case, we shall see. For example, in round robin scheduling, when we go from one job to another job, we will assume that there is some time is taken into this. But here, we are assuming that the time taken to allocation is 0. We are assuming. Is it correct? Yes. Any other doubt? Now you do this particular thing. Now, show the trace. The trace for A and B was shown. Now you show the trace for C and D. Show the trace for C and D. Is it correct? Yes. Show the trace. Aviraj, you are fully wrong. Aviraj, you are wrong. Aviraj is wrong. Trace basically means what happens. Is it correct? Trace basically means what happens. Is it correct? Yes. When the deadlock has happened, Sohbit Misra, at what time deadlock took place? Wrong. Tushar wrong. Tushar is wrong for 13. Das Gupta, you are also wrong. Wrong. Others, partially correct. Sohbit Misra, 10, 10. Yes, Sohbit Misra is 10. Deadlock have not taken place at 10, but at 10, it guarantee came that deadlock will take place. Nilanjan, you are wrong. How? Nilanjan is wrong. Okay, I will explain to you. Every person is wrong till now. as far as trace is concerned. Every person is wrong. Yes, correct. I have not taught deadlock. Gupta, you are wrong.
Sir,
Why a job C will wait from 10? It will not wait.
sir.
Shivendra, it will not wait at 10. Okay. Let us further proceed. I will explain. I will explain. Let us see what C will do. Because type your answer. Gyan wrong. Kasif, time of the deadlock is wrong. Otherwise, Kasif is correct. Because again, type it. I cannot see backward. And Prabhat has written the correct answer. Roshan has given the correct answer. That is what I am telling you. Resource Q is not has been released by D. Then how the C can use for it? So it will wait for it. Avinash is wrong. Because you again type it. And what will happen from 17 onwards? Visrut, Sarma. From 17 onwards, C will wait for Q and D will wait from 13 onwards for P. No, Aviraj wrote correctly. Wait deadlock should be written in C but not in D. That is correct. Gupta, you are correct. Yes, they are in parallel processing. Batch, they are in parallel processing. Okay, now let me write it. Job C will be executing from 0 to 10. 10. Meanwhile, job D will be executing. Simply writing wait. Amandeep is not correct. Don't. That is the best answer. Best answer by Janat. That is called deadlock. Many people were asking what is the definition of deadlock. Now, job C would be executing from 0 to 5 and then Q will be allotted to it, and from 5 to 13 it would be executing with Q. Now, job C will start executing from 10 to 17 using P. And from 17 onwards, it will wait for Q. Wait for P. Q. And it will be waiting for P. Waiting starts at time t equal to 13, but deadlock is at time t equal to 17. Reason. What is deadlock? Deadlock is because of cyclic wait. B is waiting for P. Fine. C is waiting for Q. No. Job C on the last 3 unit time need P and Q both simultaneously. Is it correct? No, it will be wrong. If same resources are allotted for 2 processors, then OS should not run them in parallel. No, it will be wrong to say. Is it correct? No, it can still run them in parallel. Is it correct? Yes. D is waiting for P from T equal to 13. C is waiting for Q from T equal to 17. This is not a deadlock. This is not a deadlock. Is it correct? Deadlock is P is waiting for P, which is with C. And C is waiting for Q, which is with D. It is called a cyclic wait. It is called a cyclic wait. I cannot understand it. Is it correct? I cannot understand it. How you are bringing the concept of critical section here. And Kasif, you send me a mail and I will reply why this does not happen. It is deadlock. Is it correct? It started at T equal to 13. Deadlock started at T equal to 17. That is correct. Nilanjan, you are fully correct. At T equal to 10, guarantee came. Is it correct? No. Even if both are waiting, deadlock may not take place. If 2 jobs are waiting together, it is not necessary that the deadlock will take place. Is it correct? Wrong. Deadlock takes place in case of cyclic wait. No, Kasif, wrong. Kasif, you are wrong. You send me a mail and I will give the reply to your question. Is it correct? I would reply your question. Yes. No, at t equal to 10, yes. Using Banker's algorithm, the guarantee came at t equal to 10. Using Banker's algorithm, the guarantee came. That is correct. Cyclic wait leads to deadlock, but the guarantee of the deadlock does not require cyclic wait. Yes, correct. Jannat, you are fully correct. Best definition of deadlock. Few jobs are waiting for each other to be over. Not only two, few jobs are waiting. No, Roshan. Assuming that there is a person who can know all, who knows everything about the future. So he can predict at t equal to 10 itself that the deadlock will take place. Is it correct? You are fully correct. Okay. Requirements of these are not known in advance. But suppose there is a one person who knows everything about it. Okay. Any more doubt? That is correct. No, Nilanjan, wrong. No, Prabhat, wrong. No. No. Using Banker's algorithm. So you mean to say that at t equal to 0 itself, we should not start parallel processing. Pranav, do you mean this?
I'm sorry, sir. Come again.
There is nothing like release time to Tushar. Who is speaking?
Sir, Pranav.
Pranav, what is the problem?
Sir, you said that if someone knows what is happening in the future, then at t equal to 10, we have guarantee that a deadlock will occur. But if we know what is going to happen in the future, then from the beginning itself, we have a guarantee that deadlock will occur.
No, I will answer this. No. If suppose operating system knows the future, then what operating system will do? At t equal to 0, both of them will start executing. And then at t equal to 10 itself, P will not be given the resource P. C will not be given the resource P even when resource P is free. That comes under deadlock avoidance using Banker algorithm. Is it correct? Yes. So you mean to say that t equal to 0 there is a guarantee? If t equal to 0 there is a guarantee, then out of two, only one of them should start executing. No, it will not happen. Both will start executing, but at t equal to 10, P will not be allotted to job C, even if it is free. Someone will say, when a resource is free and someone is needing it, why don't we allot it to C? Someone can object, but using Banker's algorithm, we should not allot.
So
Because
only when we know that now we cannot prevent a deadlock, then only one process will run.
that is correct. No, we cannot prevent the deadlock. Your name prevent is wrong. Correct name for this is avoid, and prevent is used for something else. Is it correct? Yes. Because in practice, deadlock does not take place because the methods for the deadlock prevention, etc., are used. And why you have said that the deadlock doesn't take place in practice? Sometimes we start executing, and our whole system hangs. Why? Because it hangs. One of the reason may be deadlock. Banker's algorithm will be taught to you. It needs full 1 hour lecture. I cannot understand that OS does not allow deadlock foreseeing. I cannot understand what is the meaning of foreseeing.
Sir, I mean that if the OS can see that deadlock will happen, then it will not allow, like you said that it will allow one process.
Give me the time when it should not allow.
Like you said that if it knows that some deadlock will happen, like in this case, then at t equal to 10, the resource P will not be allocated to job C.
Fully correct.
So in that case, sir, at any situation, it will not allow the deadlock to actually happen because it foresees before that the deadlock can happen.
Deadlock is happening at time t equal to 17. But you see, nothing can be done. If we so at t equal to 10 itself, operating system will deny P to C to avoid deadlock. And method to avoid deadlock and method to prevent deadlock are different. Is it correct? No. At time t equal to 13, how the P can be released? At time t equal to 13, P cannot be released because it is already with C. And once a resource has been given to a job, it cannot be released till the job releases it voluntarily. Yes. Using Banker's algorithm, Sarthak, and the Banker's algorithm will be taught to you. Is it correct? Yes. We shall now further see it. We shall see to it. Now, using Banker's algorithm, which is to be taught to you in future, what a operating system will do. Let us see. Job C will be executing from 0 to 10. Job D will be executing from 0 to 5. Then from 5 to 13, it will be executing using Q. Because Q is available at time t equal to 5, it will be executing. Now, job C at time t equal to 10 will be made to wait. Very funny thing. A resource P is available and why it has not been given to C? Because of foreseeing by the operating system. No, deadlock will not happen at 12. Just listen. Wait. At time t equal to 13, the job E will be executing from 0 to 12. At time t equal to 12, it needs P and it will be given P. Why? P is free. It will be given. And from 12 to 22, it will be executing using P. P will always give a resource to a job if it is free. Now the question comes at that time, at time t equal to 10. Resource P was free and a job was asking for it and you have not given. And at time t equal to 12, another job asked for P and you have given it. Such a unfairness has taken place. But let there will be apparent unfairness. And at time t equal to 22, at time t equal to 13, job Q will remain in a wait state for P. It will remain in a wait state for P. At time t equal to 22, it will be given P and Q both, and it will execute it. Now, at time t equal to 26, both P and Q will be free. Do you understand? That is correct. No, at time t equal to 22, P will be given to D, not to C. Rather, P was not given to C at time t equal to 10 itself by the method of deadlock avoidance using Banker's algorithm. Now, at time t equal to 26, this job D will be over. So from 26 to 33, it would be running 10, 26 to 33, it would be running with P. And from 33 to 36, it would be running with PQ both. Following is done using Banker's algorithm. Is this all right to you? Is it correct? Now, you tell me your doubts. Maybe that you might have placed your doubts in the chart, but I could not answer it. Now you can type them again. Wrong. There is nothing like priority. There is no priority. Someone may say there is nothing like priority. All are equal for us. All jobs are equal to us. There is nothing like priority. Why two jobs are waiting? Yes. I am asking you another question. Yes. No, we have not given P to C. We gave the P to D. We have not given P to C. We gave P to D at time t equal to 22. Write it properly what you mean. You see, if we give P to C Nilanjan at time t equal to 22, in future deadlock will take place. Nilanjan, if at time t equal to 22, if we would have given P to C not to D, deadlock will take place in future. Kasif, it is not clear to me. Kasif is not clear to me. That is good thing. Someone has full question to ask. Question 1. Why Question 1. I at t equal to 10, P was not given to C. Question 2. At t equal to 22, bhai, P was given to D, not to C. Question 3. At t equal to 12, bhai, P was given to E after denying to C at 10. These are the 3 questions. Is it correct? Yes. Question 4. Question 4. At t equal to 5, bhai, D was not asked to wait for Q. At t equal to 5, D was not asked to wait for Q. Reason? Q is free. Why you should be asked to wait? Fine. Then, at time t equal to 10, why P was asked to wait for P even when P was free? Difficult to answer. Now, next question. Why at t equal to 12, E was not asked to wait for P, then some other job was asked to wait for P before it asked for before? No one can answer. And at time t equal to 22, why P was given to D, not to C? Why priority was given to D, not to C? The reason was this. At time t equal to 10 itself, we have not given P to it because of some reasons. So the same reasons hold at this time. Do you have any doubt related to this? Is it correct? Everything has taken place using Banker's algorithm. What is Banker's algorithm? If a resource is free and if some job wants it, it should be given, provided that there becomes no guarantee that deadlock will take place in future. Certainly, Banker's algorithm will be taught to you in future in 1 full hour class. But I am teaching chapter by chapter under rotation, so that its turn will come after 2 weeks. Is it correct? Yes. At present, we have talked about deadlock avoidance. Sometimes we shall talk about deadlock prevention. Using deadlock prevention, something else will take place. Do you understand it? Yes. Not in the next class, after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks. Is it correct? I am talking about in the next class, we shall be talking about disk structure. Is it correct? I am going chapter by chapter. Part of a chapter, time sharing, because it is an operating system subject. And similar thing I did in COA also. That is correct. Deadlock avoidance is very hypothetical thing. Assuming that the future is known, but deadlock prevention is relatively without knowing the future, how we don't allocate the resource even when it is free. It is handled in deadlock prevention. In deadlock prevention, we may not allot a resource to a job, even if it would not have given you deadlock in future. So deadlock prevention is inefficient, but deadlock avoidance is efficient. But deadlock avoidance requires future seeing and heavy computation. Is this correct? Yes. Any doubt about it? Any doubt? My class over. My class over, discussion can be done. And yes, I am sending all these things in the chart. But if there is any mistake, I have no idea about it. Okay. If you have typed some question, I could not see, please type again. Yes, we can discuss. I cannot understand, Sobit, what are you saying? First of all, let us finish this deadlock, then we shall be coming to it. No, you are not correct. No, if C releases P before it demands Q, then OS will permit it. No. If we complete C first, then it is against the spirit of parallelism. Is it correct? Okay, then we are stopping parallel processing. If we complete a job first and start another job afterwards, it is against the spirit of parallel processing. Is it correct? Forget about it. Stop recording. Let me stop the recording first.